What's good, people? I got a new release fragrance here that I wanted to talk about. If you guys are fans of my takes on these new release designer fragrances, I think I'm going to cut back on them. I got some truly special pieces here that I really would rather talk about. And I know they're not going to get the clicks and the views. I'm just not one of these guys that says, I got to go get the latest release so I can talk about it on YouTube. None of these fragrances have been purchased for YouTube. They've been purchased for my own enjoyment, for my own collection. And I just got some special pieces here that I would really rather talk about. Just to give you an example, one of them is this. It's not very expensive, but it's truly special. It's called Dior Jewels. And I know it's not the latest release and it's not going to get all the clicks and the views, but I'm not really here for that. If you want to know how much I enjoyed it, and don't ever say I never pulled out a decant for you guys. The reason the bottle's full is because this is the original decant that I've had. You can see how much I've used it. It's an amazing fragrance, and I'd rather just talk about things like that than what everybody else is trying to jump on and the hype trains and all that. I'd rather focus on improving the quality of my content than the amount of subscribers or views that I get. And if I get those, then even better. But still, we're going to talk about Versace Eros Energy. And here's the packaging, which I love, by the way. A lot of people think Versace is tacky. I'm one of those guys that like the tacky Versace stuff. Here's the bottle. It's your classic Versace Eros bottle. It's just yellow. And the color's very fitting for the juice you're going to get. I do love the Medusa head caps. I bought this fragrance from Macy's, 15% off, which with taxes was about $106. So I think for a new release fragrance, it is priced adequately. For what you get from the fragrance, I think it's a fair price. So I don't think people should wait till it hits discounters, but it will hit discounters if you're that concerned or don't have the budget to spend $106. You can wait till it hits discounters. I do see this dropping to like $60 eventually. And what you get with this fragrance is you get a lot of citrus. I'm not even going to pull up Fragranica for this video, but you get a lot of citrus. You get like some lime, you get some bergamot, you get some grapefruit, some blood orange, mandarin orange. It is just a bouquet of citruses, and that's why they call it energy, I guess, because you're going to get a kind of blast of energy when you spray it on at first, and you're also going to get a blast from the past, because this is going to remind you of Creed Aventus. But you're not going to get birch, you're not going to get rose, you're not going to get vanilla. It's almost like it takes the fun parts, the mass appealing parts of Creed Aventus or even Aventus Cologne, and it brings you that in the opening. And if it were just that, if that was the fragrance, it'd be okay, I guess. $106 wouldn't be really nothing to complain about. We would just call it another Creed spinoff, but it's a little bit more than that. I noticed when it started drying down, I got a little bit of pink pepper, patchouli, a nice musk, a nice like a musk trying to be ambergris. You get a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of amber, what Versace's calling white amber. You get a little bit of oak moss. I mean, it turns from a kind of a Creed clone to kind of its own thing, kind of its own masculine fragrance, and a mass appealing one at that. As a matter of fact, it didn't take more than 10 minutes wearing this to start getting compliments, if that's your thing. This also projects rather well. It's an eau de parfum. It's a nice fragrance. It's a good little B+ player.
I don't know how many times I have to say that. He's a B+ player.
It's the Daniel Bryan of the recent designer fragrances. And you know what? On paper, I look at a fragrance like this and I say it's not groundbreaking. You know, it's not anything new. It's not anything new and it's not groundbreaking, but it is rather nice. I do find myself coming back to it, and people around me enjoy it. And it's inexpensive. In fact, it's so inexpensive that you could probably get a rather large decant of this and really give it a good amount of time before you decide that you want it. And by then, it probably might be so dirt cheap that pulling the trigger on it's probably going to be a no-brainer. I'm not going to tell you sample first. I'm not going to hold your little hand. I know my audience is a little brighter than that. So if you want my honest opinion, if you're even slightly a fan of Creed Aventus style fragrances, you should go pick this up. You should just go blind buy it. I don't think anybody's going to spray it on and be like, oh, I can't wear this. It's just not that kind of fragrance. Go check it out. Versace Eros Energy. It's in no way some type of artistic masterpiece, but it is fun to wear. It is the right time to wear it. It's probably an all-year fragrance. It can be a signature scent, but I'll leave that up to you guys to go try it. Try it at a department store even. I mean, they'll let you try it for free. They'll let you wear it for free. But my advice, you see the notes. You know what it is. If you're even a little bit interested, just go blind buy it.